The NBA season is only 2 weeks old here on ESPN. The Magic come into this with what has to be considered a fairly standard offense when it comes to their shot selection. Being a little more methodical tonight could pay some dividends. They will be squaring off versus the Kings, who come in with a high-octane offense that wants to turn every game into a track meet up and down the court. So without further ado, let's send it over to Bob Steele and Rod West.
Welcome aboard, Hoop fans. We're here at the TD Waterhouse Center in Orlando. Welcome. I'm Bob Steele with my tag team partner, Rod West. Rod, looking at the starting lineups, who's going to explode today?
Darrell Armstrong comes in with one of the top free throw percentages in the league, and in a close battle, you expect him to come through for you at the stripe.
Thanks, Rod. Let's head courtside for the player introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention courtside for the player introductions for the Sacramento Kings. At center, Vlade Divac. At forward, Peja Stojakovic. At guard, Doug Christie. Also at guard, Mike Bibby. Also at forward, Chris Webber. And now it's time to get the starting lineup for your Orlando Magic. At the center position, out of the ball, 7 feet even, number 34, Steven Hunter. At forward, out of Clemson, 6'10", number 54, Horace Grant. At the other forward position, out of Duke University, 6'8", number 33, Grant Hill. At guard, out of Fayetteville State, 6'1", number 10, Darrell Armstrong. Also at guard, out of Mount Zion Christian Academy, 6'8", number 1, Tracy McCurdy.
The Magic get the opening tip. Passes.
45 twin.
Stolen.
Bibby
Passes.
I hate to say it, but I'm going to. That was a limp pass. If you want to get the outside pass beyond your defenders, you've got to put more zip on the ball. They did everything right but make the delivery, Bobby.
Peja Stojakovic capitalizes on the second chance opportunity.
The Magic
Have the ball in a small deficit, 2-0.
86 stuck in. 305.
Passes it. Hill takes a shot from about 6. Tickles the twine.
Stojakovic.
Inbounds the ball. Just over 4 minutes here in the first quarter.
Weber
is asking for it in the post.
Right.
In low. At the foul line. They're inside. 7 on the shot clock. It's stolen. Passes. Just under 4 minutes here in the first quarter. They work it in. Tosses it back out.
Now, when you're down low like that, it's way too easy to get the ball stolen. Don't put it on the floor. Too many people, too crowded, too many hands, too easy to get it taken away.
They'll call that one every time. Goaltending.
I got him. Armstrong
Passes it. Goes with the crossover. Puts it up. Went glass on the lay-in, but it's missed by McGrady. The Kings are holding on to the lead, 4-2. Passes it.
Weber
Takes a turnaround J.
He can't get the first. He sinks the second.
Hunter throws it in.
I got him.
Just over 3 minutes here in the first quarter.
Pick him up.
Passes. Hill elevates.
Offensive foul. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Screen coming.
Bibby dishes it off.
Box forward. Watch out inside.
Peja Stojakovic takes the wide open shot.
Great job.
Gets back ironed and out. Nice rebound by the second-year man out of DePaul. Passes it. It's loose.
The Kings,
Bring it up. They're shooting 40% from the floor. It's stolen.
you got to put the club on the ball when this guy's nearby. He'll snatch it before you know it.
Heads to the rim. T-Hawk gets whistled for blocking. That's his first foul of the game. He completes the three-point play. Grant will come back in the game. Weber inbounds the ball.
The Kings,
Are at the controls. They're 1 out of their last 5 from the floor. Devon is looking for the ball. They push it inside. The ball's loose. Weber wants it down low. 7 seconds to shoot. The J was missed by Stojakovic. Garrity makes the pass.
Stojakovic has a first-rate mid-range game. Even though he missed that one, he has to keep taking that shot.
Grant is asking for it in the post. In low. Grant shoots from the paint. Gets the front rim. Lob.
Stay in.
7 on the shot clock. Now in the paint. With the rejection. Garrity swatted that one away, and it's his first block of the game.
What a denial, Bobby. Got that hand up there and sent it back down. Great job.
Passes. Goes with the fadeaway. Bounces it off the short side and in. Weber with the inbound. 58 seconds here in the first quarter. Inside pass. Gets airborne. Gets the lay-in.
The Magic
Work it up court. They're shooting 60% from the floor. Armstrong passes. Passes it. Uses the crossover. Puts it up. Yanks it down inside.
Armstrong misses it, but you had a pretty even matchup out there. That could have gone either way.
29 seconds here in the first quarter. Pass to the paint. Gets busy. Gets the lay-in.
Peja Stojakovic.
The Magic
With the score of this trip down, can tie it up. Armstrong takes the quick shot. Ties it up. Weber throws it in.
The Kings
Have it. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the floor. Got it off in time, but the buzzer beater was missed by Bibby. There's the horn, and at the end of one, it's 9-9.
The Magic
Played it even after one period, Rod. Anything jump out at you?
field goal percentage, Bob. When you look at the numbers in that area, they're dominating, but they're going to need more than just good shooting today because it hasn't been enough to break the game open so far.
Screen coming. Watch the box.
Gets aggressive. Gently drops it in.
Pick him up. Let's go, Magic. Ball.
Armstrong passes it. In the paint. 7 seconds to shoot. The J was off the mark by Hill. Bibby has it.
The Kings
Could add to their lead with a bucket this trip down. Bounce pass. Stojakovic gets up. Yo, power stack. Passes.
I got him.
Fires. Puts too much on it.
Grant must have realized that he had an average defender on him and put up that shot. The problem is that he's just an average shooter.
Bibby brings it up. He has 4 points from the paint. Now in the paint. Stojakovic jumps up. Watches the lay-in.
The Magic
Bring it up. They're shooting 50% from the floor. Passes it. Grant fades away inside. Doesn't tie it up.
Grant has to score in that situation. When you're that much better than the defender that's guarding you, you have to take advantage.
Bibby dishes it off. Launches from beyond the arc. Can't take the lead. Yanks it down inside.
Stojakovic comes away empty, but he was playing pretty well on that. I'm not surprised he missed it.
Nabbed by Garrity. Shoots from 12. Can't get it to fall.
He had a good look, but the D stayed as tight as a new pair of shoes on a rainy day. This is going to be a real close matchup.
Stojakovic has the ball. They're inside. 7 on the shot clock. Deflected.
Let's go.
Passes. Uses the crossover. Jab steps. Pass back. Garrity releases. Tipped in by McGrady.
Now sometimes it's just smarter to tip that ball right back in on the putback rather than bringing it down so it can just get stripped.
He fought for position and made the play. The Kings have the ball. They're 0 out of their last 2 from the arc. Bibby passes the ball. Passes it. It's picked off.
Smart read by the defensive guy, Bob. He saw what was going down, jumped out to pick the pass.
The layup was banked in by Grant. Weber inbounds the ball. The Kings are at the controls. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the floor. Passes. Bounce pass. 7 seconds to shoot. Goes with the crossover. Dumps it off. Bibby shoots with the clock winding down. Gets the bucket and the foul. He'll go to the line for one more. He completes the 3-point play. Hunter looks fresh coming back on the floor. Devos will leave the floor.
Get him! The Magic
work it up court. They're shooting 50% from the floor. Armstrong makes the pass. Pass right wing. 7 on the shot clock. Unloads from about 20 feet out. Puts too much on it.
You've got one of the best defenders in the league there. With that stop, he shows just how valuable he is.
It's stolen. Received by Armstrong.
Perfect timing of the double team, Bob. You can look it up if you don't believe me. They trapped down low, the man had nowhere to go, and the defense came away with the steal. That's what they wanted.
Weber grabs the defensive board. Nice lay-in off the glass by Clark. Hunter with the inbound. 49 seconds here in the second quarter. Passes it. Passes. 7 seconds to shoot. Inside. Takes a turnaround J. Doesn't get it all the way there.
Hunter should have known better than to take that one. You have to play within the confines of the game.
Bibby has the ball. He's 2 out of his last 4 from the floor. NBA basketball so quick, Rod. We got to see that again.
This is a big-time bucket right here. Check this move out. He makes contact there, and then he manages to get the shot off. Good job.
Great body control as he managed to pretty much ignore the hack and still sink it. He completes the 3-point play. Grant will come back onto the floor. Clark will leave the floor. Grant throws it in. I got him.
The Magic
at the rock. They're 2 out of their last 6 from the floor. Armstrong passes. takes a quick shot.
Nails it. I thought the D would have shut that one down in a hurry, but never underestimate this guy. He gets the job done.
Stojakovic will leave the floor. He's really been struggling so far. Bibby has the rock. He's shooting 75% from the floor. Bibby unloads from deep three-point range. Can't sink the well-defended shot. We've reached halftime with the score 19-15. Well, let's send it to Clark in the studio for a little halftime recap.
Welcome to the ESPN Halftime Update. Here's a quick breakdown of the numbers from the first half. The Kings have the rebounding edge here. They're going to need to work even harder on the boards in the second half because this game is just too close to call. Chris Webber in the first half has a total of 4 points and 6 rebounds. He's hot so far, and he's our Sega Sports Hot at the Half player. That's our halftime report. Make sure to tune in to the ESPN postgame show at the conclusion of the game. Let's send it back to Bob and Rod.
Substitution for the Magic.
Stojakovic inbounds the ball. Christie now has it. Double. Christie shoots, doesn't get the tough shot.
Christie had to alter his shot because the defender got so much pressure on him. That's why he missed.
The Kings touched it last right before it went out of bounds. Pass caught by McGrady.
The Magic
Head into the front court. They're shooting 43% from the floor. Count that last jumper by McGrady.
nice job to get open and drain that outside shot.
Bibby heads up court. He's 3 of 5 from the floor. Launches from beyond the arc. Bounces it off the left rim, then in. Armstrong passes it. McGrady goes with the fadeaway. Hands it and gets his 11th point of the game. Divac with the inbound. Bibby brings it up. He hasn't hit a shot from the arc. Gains some altitude. Gets fouled. He'll shoot a pair.
I like aggressive deep, but that's a little bit too aggressive. Almost an assault. You'll pick up the foul on that one every time.
He gets the first of 2. Grant comes back in after sitting on the bench for a while.
The Magic
have it. They're 3 out of their last 6 from the floor. Bounce pass. McGrady launches from beyond the arc. Gets the bucket in his 7th point this quarter. He's got 14 total. Bibby has the ball. He's 0 out his last 2 from the arc. Passes it. They work it in. Divac shoots from the paint. Gets it to fall. He's money from there. Grant throws it in. Armstrong dishes it off. They push it inside. Passes. The alley-oop was thrown in by McGrady. Bibby is at the controls. He has 4 points from the paint. Passes it. In low, in the paint. Inside. 7 on the shot clock. Go, power stack. Out on the wing. Divac pulls the trigger from the high post. Money.
Pretty good from there, Bobby. Great release.
The Magic
can cut into the lead with a basket here.
passes.
Inside pass. Grant leaves the ground. Gets the lay-in. Webber inbounds the ball. Just over 2 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. Bibby fades away inside. Hauls it in by Grant.
Bibby is a proud warrior inside, so he has to be a little humbled when he blows an easy one like that. The Magic
can tie it up with a basket this trip down. Hill passes the ball. 7 seconds to shoot. Shoots with the clock winding down. Gets nothing but net. The Kings bring it up. They're shooting 25% from the arc. Caught by Stojakovic.
Watch outside.
Passes it. 7 on the shot clock. Launches from beyond the arc. Stojakovic from the arc. That's 2 from downtown.
He is just brutal on the defense from the three-point land, Bob. Truly one of the great shooters in this league.
Armstrong works it up court. He's 2 out of his last 4 from the floor. Passes. Seven seconds to shoot. Puts it up. Can't get it to drop.
McGrady is playing the percentages there. He generally makes that shot, but not that possession.
The Kings have the ball. They're 2 out of their last 5 from the arc. Lobbed it. 7 on the shot clock. Divac unloads from about 20 feet out. Gets right iron, no good.
Divac must have realized that he had an average defender on him and put up that shot. The problem is that he's just an average shooter.
Check this out on replay. Divac with the inbound. The Kings can extend their lead this trip down. They'd love to do that. Bibby unloads from deep, 3-point range. Knocks it in, and he's got a dozen. We've just finished the third quarter. The score, 34-30.
The Magic
Still couldn't get the lead and enter the fourth trailing single digits. What do you think has been the difference so far statistically, Rod?
3-point shooting, Bob. They're doing a nice job out-shooting the opposition from the perimeter, but it's not enough at the moment.
Armstrong makes the pass.
Inside.
They're inside. Passes it. Stolen!
Weber continues to pester the offense into coughing it up and coming away with big-time steals. A few more plays like that, and they just might squeak by with this one.
Bibby has the rock. He's 1 of 3 from the arc. Launches from beyond the arc. Drains the lightly contested shot. Garrity throws it in. Armstrong heads up court. He's shooting 50% from the floor. Passes. Gets stopped by Christie. McGrady fired from the post. Gets back iron and out.
Didn't fool him with that pump fake. Nice concentration.
Bibby has it. Shoots. Defensive rebound by Garrity.
That shot didn't come off quite as planned, and the D was able to thwart it without much effort.
Armstrong has it. He's 2 of 4 from the floor. They work it in. Releases from close range. Drops it in.
Simple but effective pump fake gets him enough room to bury the J. That's a clever move.
I figured you'd like this play, Rod. He just nails the shot after shaking his man loose with a nice pump fake.
You figured me right, Bob. Call me old-fashioned, but a simple, effective move to get to the bucket? Who can't love that?
Bibby brings it up. He has 9 points from the floor. Pulls the trigger from 8. Can't answer back.
The defense prevailed, and I'm sure I'm not the only one in here wondering how. That was one lucky stop.
McGrady, money! He's got 18 tonight. Bibby has the ball. He's shooting 33% from the arc. Inside, elevates. Picks up his 5th point of the quarter. He has a total of 15. Grant inbounds the ball. Armstrong is at the controls. He's 2 out of his last 4 from the floor. Armstrong passes. Gets stopped by Christie. Goes with the fadeaway. Can't drop the lightly contested shot.
McGrady is kicking himself right now. He got the shot he wanted, but he didn't come through.
Bibby works it up court. He's 1 out of his last 3 from the arc. Passes it. Divac takes the turnaround J. Puts too much on it.
That's a nice heads-up play on D.
The Magic
Have the ball but are trailing 39-34. The off-the-glass lay-in was cashed in by Armstrong. That basket has really helped their turnaround from the first half.
Look at these numbers, Bobby. Big-time reversals that is responsible for their lead here.
Bibby has the rock. He has 4 points from the paint. Bibby had his pass go out of bounds, and they give the ball up. Passes. Armstrong heads up court. He's shooting 60% from the floor. Grant takes a quick shot. Drops in the well-defended shot.
Bob, that's exactly how you want to try and stop him, but it just doesn't seem to matter what they do. He is too good inside.
The Kings work it up court. They're shooting 57% from the arc. The three ball was dropped in by Bibby. Grant with the inbound.
The Magic
Can cut into the lead with a basket here. Bounce pass. Lob. 7 seconds to shoot. Hill puts it up. The defensive rebound by Stojakovic. He's running, but there's two back. Bibby passes it. Passes it. Takes the turnaround Jay. Doesn't get it all the way there. Devon unloads 10 feet out. A defensive rebound by Weber.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
He gets the first of two. He gets them both. Garrity throws it in. The Magic have the rock. They're shooting 60% from the floor. Hill is looking for the ball. Hill puts it up inside, corrals the ball by Devon. Passes. Fires. Tickles the twine.
They've got this one wrapped up, Bob. Just play it smart, and the game is theirs.
Armstrong has it. He's 3 of 5 from the floor. Bounce pass.
The Magic
They'll take a timeout here.
They can go 2 for 1 here if they want, Bob. Let's see how they manage the clock.
Armstrong with the personal. That'll be his second foul of the game. He can't get the first. He sinks the second. Garrity inbounds the ball. The Magic head into the front court. They're 3 out of their last 6 from the floor. Grant has the ball. The run cannot be stopped by Grant. Garrity with the personal. That's his first foul of the game. He gets the first of 2. He gets them both. Armstrong dishes it off. McGrady can pick up his 20th point this trip down.
Get up! Open two.
Passes it. Hill goes with the fadeaway. Can't stop the run.
They've got to be thanking their lucky stars that shot went wide. That should have been an automatic, too. It was so wide open.
Bibby has an opportunity to get his 3rd 3 of the night this trip down. Passes. Bibby launches from beyond the arc. Just picked up number 21 with that bucket. Armstrong brings it up. He's 3 out of his last 5 from the floor. And that'll do it. Your final score for tonight's game, 52-38. Well, that's it for us. Be sure to tune into SportsCenter to catch the latest news, scores, and highlights. Check your local listings for the correct time and channel. That's on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. This is Clark Dishman welcoming you to the ESPN Postgame Show. The Kings come away with a 14-point win over the Magic. They now move to 4-1 on the year. The Kings took three-pointer after three-pointer tonight. It was obvious they were going to live or die with that shot, and they ended up surviving. Chris Webber finished with a total of 8 points and 10 rebounds. He will get our ESPN Player of the Game. What a player. Well, that will do it for now. I'm Clark Dishman. We'll see you next game.